yeah, I had to rewrite. I had to rewrite the movie because it just, I don't know. My mind started going. The years start coming and they don't stop coming, and I was just on a roll. And I was like, yeah, this movie really could have been just above and beyond, but it was below and not beyond. FNaF 2, Five Nights at Freddy's 2, Five Nights at Freddy's, which I loved. I'm not even gonna lie. I was one of those people. I'm like, I don't really care what you give me. Just give me a FNaF movie and I'm gonna be there. And I thought the same about the first one. Everyone was like, ooh, God didn't know what he was doing. But I went to that theater and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm living my life. Now, the story was fun. I didn't really care. I'm not a movie person. I really don't care. And then I saw FNaF 2. And I also was like, oh my gosh, I love this movie. Was I confused? Somewhat. But I understand, like, even with the first one, it was just like, here's our own world. Canon, but like, here's some bits to help you out. I don't know if this is really Scott's intention to be like, well, yeah, this is what I had actually planned for the movie, but all of you just kind of went crazy. So I just went with the story. I believe they can be their own separate thing. They can just be similar. Like, we were all accepted that for the books. We were like, oh, the books are their own separate space, but they're closely related. So why can't the movie be the same thing? I don't really know. However, I would have liked to have seen more in the movies or different in the movies. So I rewrote it. I already had some ideas Friday night, and I think I started writing this Saturday. So I was just thinking about it. It's just in my head, innit? Maybe she's born with it. Or maybe, just maybe. Yeah, it came out Friday, and I saw it Saturday. And then I was like, we can adjust. Mr. Krabs, I have an idea. So I started going through, and I was like, the ultimate FNaF 2 movie will look like this in my head. So we're pulling out the notes. And here's what I said. And I didn't really get the whole way through the movie because then I was like, I don't know how to write a movie. This is kind of hard. Why are we getting mad at Scott? I couldn't do this. I was really struggling. In my mind, I said the movie would still open with a party. Charlie is there with her friends. Quote. How do you do quotes? With her friends. There we go. And including Vanessa and Michael. That could be a thing. I should probably put somewhere up here that there will be spoilers. I didn't see that because I haven't watched the movie. Why are you here? You didn't see the movie? Oh my gosh. Okay. So Vanessa and Michael, friends, they're both there at the party. So William Afton, I always come back. William lures the same child to the back, but maybe they actually die. And I'm like, raise the stakes. Okay, I know this is I know this is PG-13, but like, people can die. Children can die? I don't know. We have to look that up. Put the information somewhere. But then Charlie still sneaks in the back and she sees it and she's like, she's freaking out. So then she goes back and she tries to tell the others. They're all like, Charlie, can you back up? This is a birthday party. You're doing too much. We don't care. Like, she's always, the weird one. The outcast. The one they locked out. My dear daughter. Whatever his... You know what I'm talking about? Henry's speech. So they're like, LOL. We're trying to have a party. Let's lock her out of the party because she's talking nonsense. And so then she gets locked out. Somehow William is like aware. Like, maybe there's security cameras. What a concept. Security cameras at a FNaF location? I've never heard of that. So maybe there's security cameras, and then he goes back on the footage, right? Like, he kills... Am I allowed to say that? He unalives this child, and then, she sees it, and she's like... And then she has to run out, she has to stealth her way out. He sees on the cameras, and he's like, ooh, this girl just saw what I did. I gotta take care of her. I gotta take out the trash. And so... she tries to go tell everybody, and they're like, get away from us. And then they lock her out. And then he goes to deal with her, right? And then it's that. And then the puppet, was like, I gotta go get... like, okay, now I gotta go get this child. And then, roll the credits. I don't remember what credit song is playing. Do the 8-bit, do whatever. Okay, done. See, so far, that's a pretty good opening. Yes, I know what I'm doing. Okay, and then Oh, and I said it's raining. I mean, that's a detail. Whatever. So then we flash forward. As the puppet box opens, right? We don't see the puppet come out, but the box starts opening and it's like, credits. Okay. So then, you know, present day 2002, who cares? But Abby still has her robot project, blah, blah, blah. I typed that blah, 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 put the words up. And instead of trying to build a robot, she's like, I miss my friends. She's like, I miss my friends. She was trying to build like a robot similar to them, but what if instead she tries to build something to communicate with them? Because isn't that the whole point? That's why I'm like, what is your goal right now? What are you trying to do? Communication device, like a robot communication device, I guess. I don't know what it would be. I don't know. She's 10. She can think about it. Or just like a walkie-talkie. Like her own fast talker. So, or maybe, ooh, ideas. Maybe she tries to build something that will like communicate like binary. I don't know, some kind of robot. Again, that's her idea, not mine. And the teacher can still be me, whatever. We don't really care about him. Ike and Vanessa can still go on their date. Again, we don't really care about. Yes, you're here, but I'm here for the robots. I'm here for the animatronics. Vanessa can still be concerned about Abby. Maybe, she subtly mentions, she can mention, having a friend that also felt connected to the animatronics. Wink. I don't know if you can see kind of with the glare, this light's a little brighter than it needs to be. And then, they do their little date thing or whatever. Abby still sneaks out. She goes to the rundown location from the first one. She's still sad, and, Mike still comes back. So she takes the fast talker, he's like, you should get a prize for the prize corner. And she gets the actual fast talker. And then she's like, oh, maybe now I can communicate with my robot friends. Oh my gosh, wait, it's clicking in my head. Here we go. It's getting better. The scoopers, the spectral scoopers, then they find the original location of FNaF 2. They're still investigating. Everyone still dies. Everyone still does not make it out alive. Let me say that. Instead of the puppet like possessing people, maybe the puppet just like strings people up. Again, we already know they're dead. I still don't know if I can say that, but we already know they're not currently in the realm of the living. So, I mean, the puppet's got strings. Cute Pinocchio. I got no strings. The puppet just, I don't know, strings them up. Just I don't know, put them up. Anything else. I said literally anything else. The Mango continues and the mini puppets. I don't really care about the little piranha things. They can be piranhas. Why not? Vanessa's spin class, maybe we skip that. Like, it's so extra. Like, I get they're trying to fill time, but fill the time. Fill the time with the robots. Maybe she does actually read your notes. Maybe she does actually go to the class. It's a normal class, she gets her workout and burn calories. She leaves, but then she begins hallucinating, right? Like she's driving home and maybe she passes FNaF 2 location and then all the memories come flooding back. She's like driving and she's like, my father. It can be the original location or the FNaF 1 one, doesn't really matter. She passes one of them and then her mind's like, ugh. So then she takes Mike's advice. She does a little dream and she confronts him in the dream. I almost said the dream journal. You were with the dream journal. Confronts her father in the dream realm. And, you'll always be mine. I always come back. And then we get our cameo from the robot in the closet. I don't know. I don't really care. She does all that. She's healing her inner demons. And one of the memory things, because how she lays out, the little trinkets. Her trinket bill. She lays them out, the gifts that her dad gave her. And I was like, one of them could be like the wristband. Remember from the game? When the children, right, they're obviously at the parking, they're like jumping up and down. Yes, wristbands, the different colored wristbands, and Charlie's was green. So maybe she has like her wristband, or maybe Charlie's wristband, and she puts that on the little shelf. So then we're like, oh, I know what they're talking about. Because I'm not gonna lie, when I saw it, I was like, when I saw the opening credit of Charlie, and then her blonde friend, I didn't make the connection that I was Vanessa. Maybe I was just thinking this is some random kid. And then I was like, it could be Vanessa. But I didn't feel like their ages were close enough, but I guess that makes sense that they are. Anyway, I'm back. Maybe throw Michael in the dream, like some random little boy. I know there was like a picture on the wall. Throw him in there somewhere. I don't know. Anyways, the fast talker does its talk. And here's my other idea. Because I'm like, why are the animatronics leaving? I kind of get it in the first one. And the second one with the fast fest. I'm like, what are we actually doing right now? The fast talker calls to her and she's like, it's A, B, B, Y, or whatever it says. save. That's not what it says. It says it in the game, not in the movie. But Abby goes to that original location. Vanessa still tries to stop her, and then she gets strung up like a puppet would do. No one gets possessed. So Mike takes Abby with her improved fast talker device. So now she has like the actual fast talker at the science fair. And then Mr. Who's it? Mr. Berg with his butterfingers or whatever his issue is. Maybe he still drops it. I don't know. Like not irreparable. Irreplaceable? Is that a word? Not irreplaceable. Irreparable? He still breaks it. And so she's like, she's crying. He breaks it, and maybe she like goes off to the side, right? This is what I was thinking earlier. He can see the vision. So she goes off to the side, and then she's like, you ruined my dream journal. You know, she's like crying like the magic tears, and they fall into the fast talker. And the fast talker is like, SAVEABBY, right? Save Abby. So then the animatronics can come and do their little, we're out on the town event. Why? Anyways, I feel like that's a better reason. They come out, and then they're like, I just want to see what's inside Mr. Berg's head, right? We can do that. Maybe some of the other parents that they were originally upset with, or that the puppet's controlling them, because you know the puppet's like, the parents didn't listen. So maybe some of them are there, like volunteering, and then they can kind of target them, like at the science fair, at the school. Whoever needs to be a cameo, Daco, put him in the science fair. I don't know. He's in the background. He's somebody's older brother. He's there. The night gets dark. Vanessa can still struggle with the main goal. I don't really care. She can go, ah! She really hit her head on the steering wheel. Like, I don't mind the idea of Charlotte's, evil puppet. I'm mad at the adults. I don't really know if we really see much puppet possession. So the possession is still, like, throwing me off. Did it look cool? Yes. Did it scare me? Oh, immensely. My eyes, I was watching the movie literally like this. I was like, I can't take it. But I refuse to die like this. Yeah. So instead, maybe Charlie Puppet was trying to save Abby at the school, and she's like, well, you know what? All I really wanted to do all along was, like, save the children. It's not about the adults. I just want to SAB. Okay, anyways. But then Mr. Michael Afton, Fritz Smith, Michael Afton. But then he's like, no, now he's angry. He's like, maybe now he wants to continue his father's work. And so, then he's mad at the puppet. He's like, she's not, destroying the town. Instead, she's trying to save this kid. I don't care about this kid, like a real motive. Mike is back at the office. Is that when he's at the office? I don't know. At some point in the movie, he's actually back at the office, and they're actually doing the game. Yeah. Because then, what's her name? Ah, she hits her head. So he's, our Mike, Josh Mike, is at the office doing the FNaF 2 playthrough, and for the love of everything in my heart, did that scene make me so happy? It really did. I love the gameplay. I love the little mask. No way that'll work. Works. Please give me more of the withered animatronics, because I was so thrilled. Like, that just made everything in my heart so happy. Seeing how good they looked. Withered Chica and Withered Bonnie. It was so good. They just look so good. They put so much effort into them. For what? For Bonnie to crawl through a vent. Like, to stick the vent back on. And then literally end in that scene. They could have been used more. I want more. They should have amped it up. I wanted to see Balloon Boy, standing there. Instead of, yes, rip his head off. I don't care. But, like, could we fight him first? Something. I just needed that scene to be longer. Yada, yada, yada. Other Michael, evil Michael Fritz Smith Afton, is still upset. And he's like, grr, they're not destroying the town like I want to. Then, maybe the science fair does end. I don't know how long Mike is going to fight them in the scene or in the office. But eventually they get back home. And he sends the toy animatronics, tries to send them, because they're already out at this point. So now they're at the child's house. She's not possessed, but they're at the house, and he's like, I'm Michael Afton, and I'm going to continue my father's work, and we're going to destroy everybody, just like everyone destroyed, I don't know, insert child here, or insert his sister here, because why was baby in the closet? Anyways, so now the toy animatronics are there, and before Michael went back to the location, if you care about my sister, do something. I don't care if they come back. They can come back Avengers Endgame, but have it be the withered animatronics. Why are the originals coming back? What are you doing here? Why is Gamora? Like, I don't understand why we got the originals, the FNaF 1 originals, and not the withered animatronics. Have them come back and fight. You know, Bonnie with like half a face, but like electrocuting someone. I don't know. Chica with the wires, and she's like, you know, Spider-Man mode. And then somehow they win because of the power of friendship. We are FNaF. So then maybe, you know, Michael's like, let's get out of here. You know, that guy punches him at the end or whatever. Or he gets hit. Where do you think you're going? So then the Wizards, you know, maybe they still can't make it. Because they're already withered and damaged. So if they walk there, then it makes more sense, like, oh, now their batteries are going out. Because, like, why do these other random ones survive for so long, for 2 years, and nobody saw them? But then suddenly they're like, okay, now I'll go out and do something. Send out the weak ones. They're already weak. Now they can, you know, wither and bleh. Now they're done. Mike can still turn on Vanessa, I guess, which is a little weird, but at the same time, I get it. He's like, you didn't tell me about this child. You didn't tell me about this puppet. And you didn't tell me about your brother. Back up. I don't know if, like, stay away from me was the appropriate response. Like, something just like, why don't you tell me all this? I'm so hurt. I just think we need some space. Like, that would have made more sense. They can take their space, and she's still hurt. She's like, oh, I did all this for you. Didn't I do it for you? Then maybe the puppet slinks around in the back. I don't know if I still want possession. I guess it could. I don't know what else I would have happen. But honestly, period, incidents, roll the credits, fade to black, play the happy song. And the happy song in this case is the man behind. So I had to remember. Anyway, honestly, who's gonna pay me? Who's gonna help me animate this new FNaF 2 movie? I think it was pretty good. Kind of went hard. What am I gonna do next? What comes next? Am I gonna make this permanent? Ooh. Yeah, that was fun. We'll see what happens next. I guess you can follow, and I guess you can subscribe, but don't get your hopes up.